You're staying the man. That his new house? Cool.
All right, we're recording. Welcome everybody to part 2 of our KvCore live training series here. My name is Jason Yeager with eXp Realty, and if you're just joining us for the first time and you're on our YouTube channel, be sure, just real quick while I'm thinking about it, if you like more of this content, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell for more video training content, specifically for KvCore, which is what I'm covering today. So this is part 2 of our KvCore basics training class. We did part 1 last month, and we just kind of went over just the very general front part of the CRM and what it has to offer. I'd like to dive in a little deeper today on some of the other features that are available, specifically in a lot of our add-ons that are available to us through KvCore here. Let me share my screen real quick and we will get underway. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat and I'll make sure to try to address those throughout the training course and get those answered for you. All right. So now I learned from last month's initial KvCore training that this little box that I see on my screen with all the other Zoom participants today, you guys don't see on the YouTube video. So I won't have to worry very much about where that's at on the screen. All right. And then this I need to move too. That's like right in my way. How do I do that?
Just pick a dark spot and drag it. Yep.
Okay.
Wherever you want.
Up there, I guess. All right, cool. So this is the dashboard here as we're coming in, which we kind of went over most of all of the things that you'll see on all of these first few tabs over here on the left. You've got your profile up here in the top right corner. There's a lot of settings here that we haven't really touched on. Let's just kind of go through that. When you click on your name up here at the top here, you'll see my profile. So you can go here to your settings. You can also access through the side over here. It says web and IDX. You have your website manager tab over here on the left as well. And there's several different places within the website manager that you can specifically go to your website content, your blog, the embeds, and just all the overall website settings you can change from right here. If you want to look at your profile though, click on that top right corner and you'll see where your profile information is here. You can edit it just by all the information down here, add in all of your social media links that you have, your personal contact information. One thing I do want to maybe make a note of is, they ask here in the email section here, when you do click to edit the profile, down here, the email that you want your emails to be coming from, just try not to make it a Yahoo or an AOL email address. Those very oftentimes will get flagged for spam for some reason. Hi, Lisa. So I use, just my website email that I have. If you have a Gmail or a business Gmail address, that's preferable to just help secure, again, that your emails don't drop into spam. When I first started to engage with a lead, I just always, try to offer something of value through email initially. And then when I confirm receipt, I just kind of ask them, did it fall into spam? So I kind of know what's happening, but you can send a test email to yourself and kind of see how that's being received on your end. And if we got some time today, we dive in a little deeper on the email features here through KvCore, which are really powerful and easy to use. So, down here, you can put your website. Mine is Jason Yeager at .exprealty.com. That's the brokerage I'm with. If you have another personal website, you can put these down here and they'll be featured. If you have a featured lender, that's really cool feature here too. If you have a lender partner, you can ask them, you can invite them to be a KvCore partner of yours, and then you can send all of your leads straight to your share with your lender, and they can see all the notes that you're putting in. And so it's a great way to really easily be able to get them connected with a preferred lender in your area. So any designations that you have, any other licenses that you carry, you can put those in there as well. And then I think we talked about last week, the other important thing, you want to make sure that if you are a member of different MLSs, you want to put them all right over here in the agent MLS ID. So I have my personal, like Jason.yeager, nerds number is what we call it here in Missouri. And then I have my team one. So I want both of those. If I list a property underneath my personal name or underneath my team, I want them both to show up, all of my listings to show up in the MLS on my front face of my website. So you put both of those here separated with just a comma in between them. Who else is coming in here? We got Ernie G. Welcome aboard, Ernie. He's like in the next room over. All right.
So if we have Wi-Fi problems, it's his fault.
Exactly. Okay. Thanks, Ernie G. So, okay, so let's get a little deeper into the settings. Down here, you have the settings here, right? You can click there. This is the agent settings here. So make contacts private. You can hide contacts from your team. Lead routing, if you're on vacation, you can go ahead and take all of your leads that are coming into your KvCore and go ahead and assign those to some other agent within your office or within your team, whoever. You could do that, or just flat out, not be receiving leads, but it would probably be best to set up somebody to cover your desk and set up a referral, option for you while you're gone, and then your daily call creation. So let me go back and show you where I'm at here. At the top here, we're under profile, but here there's settings here. This daily call creation, it's going to remind you with an email every day, what type of leads that you need to be in that kind of like, hey, you need to be following up with these people kind of reminder to your daily tasks, your call tasks. So right here, I've got prospect. Anybody who's assigned as prospect, their status is new lead or active lead. Then I want to be making sure that I'm reminded consistently about following up with all of those types of leads. And it will auto create calls each day. You can click that on or off. You can tell it if you want it on the weekends, or not. And then how many calls, you could discipline yourself to be like, I want to do 20 calls, 25 calls, whatever, it will go through your list, everything, and just do at least the minimum, pick it out, and then what time you want that email to go out to remind you. So this is just kind of like a, really a way to set up a good discipline in the mornings to be able to have task reminders to yourself. This is what I'm doing today,
Log in. Your prompt to log into KvCore.
Right.
And a list of things to do, right?
Yeah. And then, it will ignore these holidays, that you tell it down here. You can click any of those off and on. So save that. If you need to change your password, it's right here. And then under more actions, hide agent from website. I've never dug into that actually, so we'll just skip that. I think that's pretty much it on the profile part of it. If you had any lender partners, you'll be able to pick some that are already integrated into the KvCore platform already. You can invite them to be co-lenders with you. If you have somebody locally, though, that is not already, they can join, no problem. And then this would be teams, office. This is our Southern regional office here. I think that's their own, like our own regional EXP website is accessed through here. Websites. So we have the regional one and then my own right here. And then phone number. I have my smart number, which we talked about last month. This is a great way to be able to ensure that any leads that are, gonna call you on a sign, if you put that smart number out basically on any front facing website publicly that has to do with real estate, it's a good idea to use that number for anything that has to do with any of your listings. So that they make sure that there is going right into your CRM directly. If they text that number, if they call it, KvCore is going to pull in all of that information as much as they can and get a name. And it's not always 100% accurate, but it's pretty close. Sometimes they swap the first name and the last name. I've seen that happen. But it's a great way to be able to and start getting follow-up immediately with them.
Roughly, what was the cost of that number, Jason? Do you remember?
I want to say it's about
A month?
27, 27 a month for that custom number. Otherwise, if you don't, then the number that's just given to you from KvCore by default kind of goes to just the local regional office, if they call that number. So you don't have to make sure that you're giving everybody your personal cell phone. I've just gotten to the point where I don't want my personal cell out on everything everywhere. I do a lot of YouTube stuff, and so it just I get a lot of phone calls. Let's just put it that way.
But it's great for tracking.
Exactly. That's the
When
main
you're doing it,
main thing.
we need
Yeah.
to know.
When people are texting a number or calling a number, like I said, you can get their name. It's not lost if you're somewhere where it's not ideal to be having a conversation, but KvCore can at least start engaging with them and getting a conversation going. And then you can go back into your KvCore later and be like, okay, now I can dig in, call them back, text them back, and figure out how you can help them. So let's go into the playbooks here on the left-hand side. I want to show you guys just these are probably going to be some really great ways for you to be able to really start working any leads that you already have in your KvCore. So you can promote a listing through the playbooks, and basically what the playbooks is just an already done for you kind of a formula that they've created, just like you would with a football game. You have your list of plays that work, and so they're going to have a prompt of different activities that you can start doing to accomplish a business goal of yours, whether that's promoting a listing, gathering your sphere, or working the sphere that you already have into your KvCore. Promoting a listing here, you can open the playbook here and it will show you any listings that I have going right now. You can start promoting one of these listings, and it will show you any other promotions and playbooks that you've already engaged with or started with in the past over here on the right. So let's just do one like right here for Stony Creek Circle. I've got one for Panorama going actually 1415 Stony Creek. So basically it'll start initially starting with contact matching buyers. So it'll already go through your whole list of buyers that have property search alerts, set up. And if a listing that you have, meets the criteria that they've got set in there, it will already say, hey, you've got A, B, C, and D, Mr. Smith and Mrs. Smith that are probably going to be interested in this listing that you've got. And so then it will set it right up from here. Simple as go through smart list. You can uncheck some of these on the smart list, and then you can go through and use a KvCore video. You can add a video in right here, be like, hey, I was thinking of you, wanted to make sure that you saw this listing that we just had hit the market, really put a personalized touch with it. And then it's got, hi, first name. So this is the merge tags. If you're not familiar with merge tags. Merge tags are basically a way to populate it and make it personable to whoever you're sending it to, but you're only having to create the text or the email the one time, and then when it inserts, they don't see first name in brackets on their end. It just takes whatever lead, the information that's plugged into the CRM for their first name, and it puts it right in there. So it's going to be like Connie's going to get, hey Connie, I have a new listing that matches your search criteria. Click here, and then it'll put the listing link to that listing, Stony Creek, in right there for them to check it out. Thanks, agent first name. So it'll put my thanks, Jason, like right there. So it's quick, simple, it's already done. You don't have to type anything. You just tell it who you wanted to send it out to out of these leads. They may get some of these buyers wrong, and you may already, I've already know that that's not going to work for them. So you can go through, each of these and maybe unselect somebody that you don't want to send it to, right?
This
And-
is like buying matches and stuff, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Just so I
Yep.
explain it.
You can schedule this to go out. You don't have to go out like right now. You can have it go out. If you're doing this at 11 o'clock at night, you can schedule it to go out the following morning, so that again, it's ready to go whenever you need it to go out. So you put that information in right here. And then here's the email. This is the text, right? And this is the email. And then new listing announcement. And it's going to have all your merge tags. Listing address is going to be populate right here. The main photo for the listing. Hi, so-and-so, a new property just hit the market that matches the search criteria I have in the system for you. I'm including some details below, and you can click the button below to see even more. And then it'll have price, the list, it just puts it all in there, nice and neat and done for you, right? And then your signature, it's just all you really got to do is just tell it who you want to send it to and schedule it, set it, and forget about it. No brainer. Any questions so far?
And then we would check that send schedule green button at the top right. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that then if you don't want to do any of this, if you've already kind of done this before, then you could just skip this play and go on to the next thing. And then it will just start checking off, the different things that they want you to be doing in order to promote this listing. It's the whole playbook. You're going to go through the whole playbook. So then the next play is utilizing the custom text code. So this is awesome. You can go when you get a new listing, you can get this text code, right? And for this one, 141-5-14-15 Stony is the text code. You could put this on your social media. When you put it out on Facebook, you can be like, text the word like to my smart number and get more information. It will instantly send them the information for the listing, simple, right to their phone. Okay. You can also just take that code and go to your sign company and say, can you make me a sign writer, a little sticker, and stick it right on the bottom of your, on your street sign, something, maybe a magnetic thing that you can peel off and on. And you have, if you want just a general text code, maybe not for a specific listing, but just for your name, like to go, get information just to come to you, then you can do that. But like you can make a text code go to whatever you want, really. If you had a YouTube video, a listing video or whatever, and you have some land and you want to give them information about all the, the different things you're going to answer a million questions on over the phone, you can just have it all directly pointed to whatever link on the internet that you want them to be guided to, basically.
And that really only works if you have bought the number, I guess. Otherwise it will go on around robin.
The custom text code?
Yeah, so if you put that out there and you've only got the generic number linked with your KvCore, it will just go to the
That's my
generic.
understanding, is
Yeah,
that this is
so-
one of the benefits of having that custom number also. So you can put this on flyers, sign writers, digital ads, newspaper ads, if you're advertising to people that read the newspaper, which, hey, I will say a lot of luxury properties, people who are luxury buyers, they fly in jets and planes a lot, and they still, to this day, when you arrive onto a first class flight or a private jet, they like to read their newspaper. Yeah, so you just gotta hit them all up at wherever they're gonna be at. Then we're gonna skip this play here. We're gonna go on to the next one. Then we're gonna go to the property boost. This is awesome. Okay, a lot of people are really scared of Facebook ads and how, learning how to dive into creating Facebook ads. KvCore does it all very simply for you. You just tell it the budget that you want, and that's really it. It's already creates this little simple, this is the mobile version. This is the desktop version example of the ad, right? It's got somebody laughing at the ad, which is probably pretty typical on the internet. Here, so if you want to boost that, you can get that set up through there. We'll go to the next one, which is the squeeze page, landing page, and Craigslist. If you already are on Craigslist, it's a very simple Craigslist Chrome extension that you add to your browser, and it'll walk you right through it, because it says right here, make sure to install our Craigslist Chrome extension to use this auto post. You literally just generate the text code, and if you want to customize the text code, first complete the custom text code play. But it will create this hashtag so that anybody who comes in through Craigslist, it will have this hashtag goes with it, so you know where that lead came from, you know. But as soon as you go through all those steps to get it synced with Craigslist, it does it really quickly. It just goes boop, 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 populates the whole thing, and then you just click go and accept, and then you're on Craigslist. The whole ad is ready to go for you. It's very, very simple. Your video tour, I have a video tour for this property here. So if you wanted to have a link to it, you could just copy it here, post it straight to Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever. Landing pages and squeeze pages. So kind of go through a squeeze page here. Let me see, copy this, and then I'll open it in a different deal so you can kind of see what this looks like. If you're not familiar with squeeze pages, this is just like the MLS landing page here, right?
On the website.
On my website, yeah.
Which is easy enough just to share that too, you know.
Yeah,
But
if you want to give all the information straight up, you know, you're gonna post it to Facebook, and they're just gonna have, you know, whether it's straight out of your MLS or from your website, you can do that. If you want to try to capture the lead, they can look at that. I think, well, mine is set up where they can look at 2 listings, and then it's going to ask for their information to register. I don't think it's asking me because I'm already registered as a, I have a test, you know, pardon me, I have a test account, you know, basically. Thank you. Let's go back. See the landing page here. So this is a little different, right? This is the landing page. Welcome, you know, it just populates all your marketing remarks here, and then you'll need to enter an email, or cell phone is optional to see the price and pictures. Okay, that's what it's everything's locked up kind of behind, all the important stuff is locked up behind that. So you can run a Google pay-per-click ad if you wanted to, and just promote this link here. You could do this for multi-properties. You know, if you have a neighborhood that you're wanting to farm, you want to engage people that are in a certain zip code or a certain county, you can gear an ad towards them and have, you know, all walk-in level condos in Stone County, you know, and be advertising walk-in condos available in Branson, you know, and then just have that information locked up behind a landing page that they would have to register to then see. So you're paying Google money to put that, blast that out to the appropriate people, and then when they come in as a Google paper, this is just one example of how you would use a landing page. Okay.
Can you show us where that you've got that landing page? Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here's the squeeze page, the landing page, and Craigslist. You can also access all of this is from within the playbooks, right? That we're looking at this stuff, but you can also access this. Yeah, once the last thing on here is initiate a seller report email. So you could put your seller's email address in here, and then they'll be emailed periodically to keep them up to date and as for you to keep them knowing that you're working hard and doing all the marketing that you can for them, right? So it will have just kind of I don't know if it does it daily or weekly or what, but it will kind of give them a report on how many clicks, how many engagements, what's been, where those leads are coming from and how they're being engaged, right? So you can add
That's
your
my
seller
favorite.
right here and then put the email address right there. So
That's my favorite part right there, Jason.
let's see, let's get out of this. And then I will show you kind of where else you can access the landing pages. So here we're lead engine. You can click on all lead engine tools here, and it'll have everything that they have that will help you get leads basically through here. I mean, there's a ton of things that they offer. Some of this is free and some of it is not free. So the landing page, you can do that through there. Please select a domain for whatever link that you want to create the landing page for. IDX squeeze page, call and text capture, generate a pitch sheet for potential listings to show the power of your buyer database. So if you're wanting to put together like a listing presentation, you wanted one of those sheets to say like how many leads in your database are personally looking at, it will just create a graphic for you to be able to kind of help support, that you have a lot of value,
4%.
Mhm. Yeah.
Not today.
This is the core property boost. That's basically what we were just kind of going through. Let's just do that real quick. I want you to see like the property boost here is I'll just do one real quick with you. So property boost, let's do that one with Stony Creek. Well, these are the ones that I've already done.
No. Oh, no.
Maybe top right. That might be.
Okay.
Big green button, top right.
Can't find my listing. Cool. Thanks, property boost.
You may have to clear those filters.
This looks like all the ones that I've already done. Get out here. Now I've got this thing in the way. Go out here. We'll go back to here. Maybe.
Oh, I want to. I think it's there. Get more leads, isn't it? That one, that green button there.
Oh, yeah, so your property boost.
That's really different.
Yeah.
There's multiple ways of that.
There are multiple ways to access the property boost. A lot of times that I'll just go to my listings here in the left-hand side. Go to my listings. I find my listing right here. And then when I click it, I have actions that I can do with this listing. You can do that core present, print a flyer, generate a QR code, text this listing to anybody that has a hashtag that you've kind of already put into a pool of different people, email this to, if this is a vacation rental and you've got a big list of vacation rental buyers, you can simply just email to the hashtag vacation rental and boom, boom, boom. And it's like really quick. Add to a saved group of listings if you want, or just send it through text and then you tell it which lead you want to text it to. You can post it to all your social media here, but then up here, boost property. Okay. There it goes. This is the add image. the property address, just make sure everything is good. If you were wanting to promote an open house, you could do it like this and it will change everything automatically down here. This is what the
Nice.
the ad looks like right here. Open house at 1415 Stony Creek Circle. You know, it's like really easy. If you just did a price drop, you know, if you're able to, you know, promote sold without, you know, staying within the guidelines of your state and your MLS rules, you could do just sold there. When a user clicks on your ad, they will either go, you want them to go to your site or the default site. So the default site would be the link to this listing here. I don't want them to go to the front page of my website, right? I want them to go straight to this listing. With smart auto targeting, your listing is advertised in and around its location. You can change your targeting to advertise in another city if you want. So if you know that you have a lot of buyers coming from Colorado, you can specify, you know, where you want this ad to be coming from, you know, to be targeting buyers. If you need to add some compliance text, you can do that too. Add seller information, you can put that, and then you just choose your budget. Okay, so I'm going to do
Don't leave it on solid.
right, just listing, you know, right here. I'm going to do that, and then $60. It'll run, you know, for about a week. Runs for 7 days. Ad will be seen up to 2,000 times. Add 12 to 16 contacts to your database on average for $60. So at about, what is that? $7 to $9 is about the average per lead that you're going to spend with Property Boost, which I will say, when back in the day when I would create an ad within Facebook and have to spend a lot more time having to put something together and decide on a budget. You know, back in the day, you could get leads for dirt cheap, under $1, you know, back in 2017. But a lot of people have really started to catch on to Facebook advertising. But this is a very easy way to get a bunch of leads to help, you know, get them in your database and start following up with them. I will say that with Facebook leads, you have to know that an nth percent of these are going to be people who are ready to do business right now. You're going to have to nurture them along. They're typically on a 6 to 12 month cycle. So these people are just getting started. They're dreaming about buying a house. You know, they're thinking about it. They're not going to have to, and they're certainly not going to be, you know, the highly motivated people on Facebook, but it's a way to start introductions to get them introduced to you and your brand. And if you're good at following up and staying consistent with trying to just find ways to add value to them over the course of time, then hopefully you'll be their go-to. And I've gotten many closed deals just by playing the long game with these Facebook leads. Okay, you can extend this out to $150 or $250. You know, we'll get you 8,000. The ad will be seen up to 8,000 times, and add 40 to 50 contacts to your database for $250. Now you think about, if one of those contacts ended up buying, maybe they're probably not going to buy that home that you're advertising, but if you're able to help them buy something, say your average, you know, commission here in our area is probably somewhere around what, $6,000 to $7,000 for a closing. Would it be worth having spent $250 to get an opportunity to talk to 40 to 50 people? You know, even if you did that 2 or 3 times, you know, the return just to get one of those closed is going to you're still going to see a great return on your investment there. So you think about it that way when you're running your business, on how much can I afford to spend on Facebook advertising on just this one listing. You want to kind of have a budget for what you're doing for, you know, your photos, your videos, and any other forms of marketing that are going to cost you some money. this really should be a small percentage of what you're having to offer to help get some exposure. We're getting into a market now where this is going to start becoming very necessary for sellers. It's not going to be just as simple as sticking a sign in the yard and watching all of the offers coming in. So let's go ahead and finish this while I'm here. I'm going to go ahead and run that. Thank you. And complete checkout. And just knocking two birds out with one stone today. All right. Congratulations. You've been selected to receive a gift with your marketplace purchase. What did I get?
What did he get, Dan?
Send me my gift. First month free of Smart Number. Well, that's helpful.
That's hilarious.
First month free of Core voicemail drop. First month free of Smart Social and Get Seller Leads. I'll take that. Thank you. I've been wanting to get into looking into seller leads. I will say that the seller leads are quite a bit more expensive than these other buyer lead ads. So awesome. Yeah. All right.
How long does it take for that to show up?
I would say probably about a day. So, I mean, sometimes by the end of, if I've done it this morning, by the end of the afternoon, I will start seeing leads popping into my KvCore. But sometimes if it's late in the afternoon, it will be the following day before I start seeing activity on there.
And what's good is I've never seen any of my, which is good because I don't want to see them because I'm not my client. Like I've never seen them while I'm scrolling.
Right,
That's good, but you get emails every day.
really.
And you're gonna learn because the socials have it pretty dialed in on when these target people are online.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out pretty quick what time you want
Mhm.
to post things. to
It
hit.
seems, later in the evening after 6 is when, and well into the night.
Or for
Yeah, you'll get a lot of ding. So I wanted to also show you here this direct link on this listing here. So we're here at this listing, right? We went to my listing and I clicked on the listing and it gave me, the back end here. When you arrive at any listing, this is what it looks like. But then the direct link is kind of a short link that you can copy right here. I've just found that this one is more, I get a glitch when I have the full link and I try to post it to social. Sometimes Facebook just doesn't like it, but I've never had any issues with this direct link here, this little short link here. And you just click on that little deal and it automatically copies it. See, it's copied to clipboard down here. It just automatically copies it for you. And then you can put it wherever you need to text it to somebody, put it on social or whatever is going on that you're using it for. All right, so that's that. I really wanted to show you how easy Property Boost was. How are we doing on time?
9:48.
All right. Marketing. Core Present. Let's do that. This is something I believe it's pretty fairly new to KvCore, and everybody here. I don't know if we're going to be going over like listing presentations. If you're an agent who's new and you haven't really solidified or nailed down how what your listing presentation is going to look like, man, this is I wish that I'd had this years ago. This is a great feature to really get started with. Learning how to do a listing presentation. It will just basically create exactly that, a presentation, a digital presentation that you can be guided through when you're presenting in front of a seller. You could create a buyer tour also. It's not just for listings. So let's do one for 304 Panorama. So when you go here to the Core Present, I have 304 Panorama plugged in here. Then you're gonna go in and you just tell, like, it'll auto kind of start picking comparables for you. You can manually go in, and if you have a few MLS numbers that you know need to be included in there, you can import those manually. But you basically just go through here, you put the property type, single family in this case, the year built, 2009. Closed date. So how far back do you want to go? The last 6 months here is what I've got. And you can go back as far as 22 years, 24 months. And this just starts updating your map. We'll start populating. The green are active, the orange are pending, and the red are sold. And then it even has coming soon if you have coming soon in your MLS here. Okay. The bed count, you want it to be strictly 5 bedrooms. You could do, 4 to 6 bedrooms if you want. Why do you keep doing that? Thank you. So you could span that out to be within reason of, still being comparable, and then square footage. So it auto does it by about, give or take, 20% more or less than the subject property here. Okay. And then your lot size. Change the lot size to be acreage. So this one is 5 acres. So I usually, when it's 5, I usually do 3 to 7. Okay. Then up here, it's got all of my, you have your radius search. Move you guys up here a little bit so I can see what's going on. Next, we're going to build that CMA. Okay, so it's got like all of these different categories here, and they're all, I think they've got interaction with them. So you could be using this, during your presentation, but I'll show you what the actual presentation looks like once we've built the CMA. So you can kind of look here, it'll have the average list price and the average sales price. You guys are always right in my way. There we go. All right. Okay, and then fresh and stale, it will kind of give you a bird's eye view of, what's been sitting on the market and what hasn't been sitting on the market. Selling pace. So we just don't have a lot of comparables based on the criteria that I've punched in. Price per square foot. Price rate of change. I really need to get, just some other data in here to actually make this look useful for you. You can enter your own price in here or range from this to that if you wanted to add that into your CMA.
Excuse me.
Okay, go back here to the review results, because I think there's just nothing that's closed or pended around that area. We'd have to span out, a little deeper basically. And look at there's Dan right in the way again.
Jeez, Dan.
Anyway, it's really cool how they really kind of build this up for you very, very easy. When you create the presentation,
It's really new.
It's
304 Panorama Drive. There's your front page here, and then you could put this in. You could put this in PDF form, or you could just go ahead and present it right now, so that you can change the theme, you can traditional, modern, or luxury. You can have it emphasize company. The order of this report is designed for the I'm shopping you seller. So if you know that they're kind of interviewing other agents, the presentation changes according to, make me list. If you know that they're probably not that motivated, you can change it to here. If they have a contingency seller, you can put that in there. There's the default right here, and then we're in presentation mode. So just wanted to go through each little slide here. It starts with the value of an agent, all the different things that you can punch point here through for sale by owner, using an agent versus going for sale by owner, basically. And then what's my home worth? Comparative market analysis. You're going to kind of go through all of the different criteria that you've used to be able to come up with your value right here. You can email this to your clients too if you wanted to. There's several other things within here that I'll show you here in a minute. It's got that, kind of your scale of where your home subject property sits that you're listing and the other comparables. And then that market assessment here, you can click on these from within your presentation and kind of show them the graph of how so it's just more eye friendly for the seller. And then here's a good one, why pricing correctly is important. It's a good graph to show, when you price below 15% below market value, you're getting 90% of the potential buyers. And Mr. Seller, if we use the price that you were kind of thinking that we were going to be hoping to sell your house for, which is 10% over market value, here's who I get to market your house to, this little guy right here. So, it's just a good way to be able to grasp why, you still have to make it attractive in the eyes of the buyer. This is cool, the buyer demand. So it will show you here, like in this scale, right? This color scale, it'll show you high demand is dark and the lighter is the less demand here. So here's where that house sits, right on the cusp of medium demand to low demand, right? And then comparable supply. Here's how many houses around you that are comparable, are available right now, so they can kind of see their competition. Again, helping to secure why we need to price competitively, because look, you've got 3 other houses or 4 other houses around you that are also going to be considered. And then this shows online engagements with eXp Realty as a whole, as a brokerage. How many people online are looking with eXp agents at houses like yours? Or I should clarify, this is online engagements with eXp. This is how many eXp agents, with buyers, period. This is the top of the funnel. This is online engagements near 304 Panorama Drive. So this may be how many eXp agents have buyers looking around Stone County, which is where this one is located at. Online engagements near the specific address around this price range. We have 144 buyers looking, so that will help hopefully secure some immediate interest, helping them know that there's immediate interest there. And then your marketing plan. So the way I do presenting my marketing plan is I give it to them ahead of time. I give them an email that has a bunch of links, and it includes a PDF with my whole breakdown of what I'm going to do, the 8-week marketing plan, so that they have that before I even show up. So that really when I come to the listing presentation, I'm not talking about me. It's just going to be going over the comps and really trying to reinforce the importance of market value and positioning the home correctly and then getting the deal closed, obviously. But this provides a slide. You can customize these slides. There's 11 slides by default. You can add or take away from these slides and make it your own. But this is something that is a really great tool to have easy branded to you. It's already ready to go. And then this is core social, like what, reinforce like what you're doing on social media, going back to like that property boost and what you're going to be doing to help promote the listing yourself. So that's about it there. But it'll have like a hard close. If you're ready to get started, let's get started. And then if you're emailing this to somebody and they're going through these slides, then it will just say the agent will be out in touch with you. And then I'm sure you'll probably get a notification through KvCore that says, hey, that seller that you sent this information to is ready to sign those
Or if you're on a
listing
Zoom
papers.
with someone.
Exactly, yeah.
You could jump right into that, but.
Yep.
Anyway.
And how do you download that, Jason? Like just.
It's already built into your CRM. It's so
So you would.
I will go to like a lead here, any lead. Yeah, you can download the PDF if you want.
But it's better off having it. You can send it. Doing it that way.
I would,
I would.
unless they're going to sign, I would try to hold on to that, if you can. That's really valuable information. The CMA is,
Yes.
but if you're just in a contact here, you over here in the contact in the top right over here, you have voicemail drop, core video, and then you have core present. So if you already have an address for your seller in your CRM for that person, it'll probably be sending periodic listing valuation to them whenever you want. And then you could create the core present very easily just right from here. So super powerful tool. If you're focused on working with sellers, I would really try to dive into that and make it something where you can go through that very easily and quickly with somebody practice reading the slides and practice using it. But this was something that I always felt was kind of missing in just in our area here, is having something that's very easy to use, but something that's just easily readable and easy to convey to your seller. You have to be able to convey the importance of market value, to them. And this is a great tool to have that's easy to learn. So just want to make sure I showed that to you guys. I think we are out of time today. We'll probably have to do a part 3 and maybe a part 4 to cover these other things that are available. There's so much here that KvCore has available to us. But I do want to leave you with some training, just some things to do on your own time. The courses module down here, support and training, is always available for you guys. If you have specific questions about functionality, troubleshooting things, you can go down here to support and training. There is a YouTube channel here for Inside Real Estate. They have several basic, quick 5-minute, 10-minute videos that will break down all different features. If you're looking at something, I wonder what that does, I would just go into the YouTube channel and just start looking at their modules there. They've got some awesome trainings available. The courses for I don't know, did you guys get a chance to dive into the new agent training? It's really super simple here. Agent quick start. So we're in the courses here. Yeah.
Helpful.
Yeah. I'm good at making it rain.
Yeah.
And I get tons of leads.
Yeah.
Really? Great.
I think next time we'll dive into the email campaigns, and I'll show you how to copy and import the KvCore library campaigns that are already ready to go. You just have to kind of activate them for a buyer, activate them for a seller, activate them for a renter. They have investor campaigns. They have long nurture campaigns. That's going to be, and then you can customize your own campaign if you want, creating templates for things that you're going to be doing regularly responding to common questions and things, start creating text templates that are already done for you. You could put the little merge tags in so that it's personalized to their name, and then you could just have it ready to go so that, you know, every time somebody asks you a question about this property, and be like, I'm so glad that you asked, here's the information, you know, for you, boom. And then you have the property link or whatever, the video, you know, let me send you, you know, that, whatever, you know, things that you're going to find yourself having to keep doing over and over again, create a template for it, and then have it ready to go. So that all you have to do is just find your templates, populate it, and saving you time and ultimately saving you money. So
You said the corporate event, you can do buyer side too? Is it the same
Mhm.
process?
yep.
Okay.
Yep. If you're on like a buyer tour or something, you know, the buyer says, I want to make an offer, and you want to try to break down like where you should be at, you can do that whole thing there too. Yeah. But yeah, go through the agent quick start program if you haven't already. And then we'll dive in more when we get back on email campaigns, and I'll show you how to do a really cool advanced email editor. If you're using the basic one, it's just going to be text, right? You know, and you can still use your merge tags, but the advanced email editor is, if you're familiar with like, oh gosh, Constant Contact. You see a lot of businesses using Constant Contact to create newsletters, and a lot of our title companies use Constant Contact, but it'll just create really highly attractive and engaging emails for your clients, and they're super easy. Put video, populate your listing pictures, click, you know, link buttons, and, you know, all kinds of different things that you can just really crank out a really nice looking email, have a monthly newsletter that you're basically just going in and changing out a few things, but your whole bones of your email is ready to go. And all you have to do is put a new blog that you want to feature and just replace it in there, and then just have it go out. You know, again, things that you can do that are customized, look great, and saves you a ton of time. Because this is the kind of stuff that I would love to get lost in, but then it doesn't really, you know, get me immediate closed deals. So the more time you can save making this stuff ready to go for you, the more money you're going to save in the long run.
So next time is importing campaigns and advanced email.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just so.
Yep. All right. I hope you guys, hope that was helpful for you guys. I appreciate you coming to our course here, and we will see you in the next video. All right. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, Jason. Great job. See you Thursday.
That's what I hit. I'm like, oh,
It's gone. Well, mine went at one point as well, or I haven't